Accusations and counter accusations are flying everywhere in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Yes, accusations and counter accusations are flying everywhere in the palace of the Ooni of Ife as the Oloris accuse the Ooni of wanting them to suffer, that he does not love them. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Anze TV, the number one, the champion place where we have every information that is needed to activate your next level and make you super, super excited. So, if not subscribed to channel, this is the opportunity for you to subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification button, comment and like this video, and if there's anything you want us to talk about on this video, let us know and we will talk about it. So the gist of the matter right now is that the oloris have actually come together to form a formidable force to accuse the oni of actually not really loving them, but actually wanting them to have a bitter pile and bitter taste of what's happening in the palace. A lot has been said about these women as they have constantly been reminded of their place in the palace as a place that is not meant for queens and princes, but naturally they are supposed to be treated as queens. But unfortunately, the Oni seems to be treating them like trash. This is actually coming because a lot of things has happened over the few days. Number one is that Naomi has actually been in detention for going close to almost 2 weeks now. Naomi has been in detention, and Naomi being in detention has actually escalated a whole lot of things because this is what has made everybody to know and see the Oni as a weakling. He is a weakling because he has not been able to activate any of his contacts to see to the release of Queen Naomi. This has actually exposed a lot of things in the palace, a lot of things in the palace now, in the sense that you cannot call yourself a king when as little as take off Naomi from detention is very, very difficult for you. If the Oni was as powerful as he used to be, by now he could have been able to even call Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to tell him that he wants his wife immediately released from detention. Take a look at how Makinde is treating him. Makinde even had to tell him that Oyo State is not Abuja, neither Oyo is Anambra, that the full law must take its course. You don't use such languages on someone who is supposed to be the traditional ruler of an entity. The best you can do is to see how the person can be set free pending when the matter will be judged. The matter is supposed to be adequately handled. But be that as it may, things have really taken a different turn. Yes, things have really taken a different turn as the Oni cannot even as little as raise a finger to see that Naomi is set free. So with this now, the women are now beginning to feel that they do not have any hope in the palace. Yes, they do not have any hope in the palace. If they only cannot set Naomi, whom he said was his favorite. The truth about the matter is, even the women themselves in the palace know that this is the favorite. This is not the favorite. They all know and they all are aware that Naomi is the favorite. But now favorite has been in detention for going to 3 weeks now. So meaning if the favorite one is being held in detention for this long, then now come and imagine if it's one who is not as favorite as Naomi, then which means that one's case is going to be more difficult. What means that one, which means that one case is going to be more difficult. That one, which means that one they can even as well as go as well as far as even arresting, even plus her own children and everything. So basically, the women are now beginning to come together to work together to see that the Oni's powers are being reduced to the minimum bare, to the barest minimum in their life. They are trying to see to it that the Oni does not control them so much as he normally does. Because as a matter of fact, before now, Oni had so much control on those women. The level of control on these women was so high that nobody can even comprehend. Nobody can even say anything about it. Nobody can even as little as raise a finger on the Oni, and that's because he has the powers to do whatever he wants to do, and no one, no one can stop him from doing such things. So it is really difficult. It's really hard to believe things that are really happening around the Oni of Ife right now. The problem now is if he loses the might of these women in his life, then there's actually going to be a very big serious issue. If he loses if he loses the control on these women from what is happening right now, you can now really tell that the Oni has actually lost it all. Because someone like Naomi now, if Naomi comes out of that detention, do you think she's still going to have so much respect for the husband again? A husband who cannot take you out from detention, that one is not supposed to be called a husband. So those are some of the things that we're looking to. And now, what do you think? How do you think Tade is going to be looking at you? Tade is going to be looking at you as someone who abandoned his mother when she needed you mostly. The woman needed you mostly. The woman was always there for you. The woman loved you. The woman prayed for you. The woman stood in the gap for you. And how do you pay her back? You pay her back by abandoning her. Pay her back by leaving her to her fate. Pay her back by not even caring, not even having a say in the matter at hand. This is actually a very difficult thing to look at. And be that as it may, the Oni himself is going to be having some difficulty when this phase passes, because whether you like it or not, everything that happening in life is a phase, and once that phase passes in your life, you now realize that you can actually begin to activate and have things done the way they are supposed to be done. So my people, this is the information we have for you today, that the oloris are actually seeing the handwriting on the Oni, and they can actually understand that of a truth, the Oni does not love them anymore. All right, this is where we're stopping this video. To come your way again, I remain your super creator, D and Z TV. Do well to subscribe to our channel, click on the notification button, comment and like this video. Let us keep the conversation going on. Thank you and God bless you all. Bye bye.